I struggle to see the benefit here necessarily to employers who are struggling to pay wages full stop, who are struggling to get people back into work in any, whether it's part-time, full-time, anytime, on reduced hours or otherwise. I struggle to see how it's helping them. And the people who really can't even open their business right now, and we're looking, like you say, we're looking at the sports clubs, we're looking at the theatres again, the whole sort of entertainment industry, I think, is going to be struggling. Anybody who is, well, we'll talk about shutting the pubs at 10 o'clock as well. But anyone who's in that sort of hospitality industry, I think they're going to struggle even more. It's just not, it's not going to keep people in work. All it's going to do is to continue to reduce numbers of people in work. It's not going to stop the redundancies. It might reduce initially the number of redundancies, but I think if it's only going to be for 6 months as well, when we're expecting this to continue for another 6 months at least, it's not going to save jobs, not in any wholesale way.
By the way, Kev, I totally agree with what you've said. If there's anybody who's listening who it does help, can you get in touch with us? Because I'd love to know who this helps. I'd love to know the examples that they've done in the background of when they've come up with this concoction as to who this is actually going to help. Because if you look, they've got an example on the government site of somebody who earns £350 a week.
Yeah.
Put it in layman's terms, instead of £350 a week, the employee loses 20%. So they end up with 280. Okay. First of all, don't know many people that live to the means of 80% and have a spare 20% of their wages every week.
Not on low salaries, no.
So that's the first part. Does it actually help the employees? Well, I suppose it will. 80% is better than nothing's the argument, but I don't think this is going to, like you say, force employers or persuade employers to keep them on. Because of the 350 now becomes 280. Yeah. And 280 is roughly split £70 from the government and 210 from the employer.
Yeah.
So as you quite rightly said, the employer, as it is in the case on the site, ends up paying effectively because they've done 40% of the work because we've done it on, we've done it on 20% for days rather than the 33%. Yeah. The employer ends up paying a premium for 2 days' work. In the middle of coronavirus.